Okay, we are recording now, and I am here with Alicia and Evelina from the Music Compound in Sarasota, Florida. And we're talking about junior rockers songwriting specifically. And so the first junior rockers rehearsal of, let's say, a new song, I just want them up and playing, maybe the verse, just to get them to have a feel of the song. But by that second rehearsal, I want to turn that generic song title into an actual song name. I like the songwriting sessions to last no more than 10 or 15 minutes. I have found that the girls typically really take to the lyric writing, and the boys are a little bit more hit or miss. Some of them really get into it. The other ones would rather pinch each other and fight during the songwriting session. So by keeping it short, keeping it down to 10 minutes works well. If everyone's really engaged in it, then yeah, go 15 or 20 minutes. Also, another thing to be sensitive to is you'll have that one kid, you know, like Evelina is just coming out with all these great lyrics, but you know, Tom isn't really saying anything. So then I'll just be like, okay, you know, I'll try to engage Tom. So having an awareness of the input. And it's hard when one kid's coming up with all these great ideas and you just want to let her write the whole thing, but it really needs to be a group effort. The two ways I write is, one is I'll say, you know, here, we'll actually, we're going to go through one, we're going to write a song now. We're going to write a chorus and we're going to write a verse, and we're going to use different songwriting methods. So I see that one of you held up, you've got a songbook there.
Yep.
Well, I said song 4, so we might as well look at that one. I've got to refresh my memory as to how it goes. I'm going to look just at the chorus. Where does that melody go?
So yeah, we're looking at like the melody line right here.
Oh man, I need glasses. I'm getting old. Hold on. Let me look. So it goes, this is the chorus. You hear the guitar okay?
Yep.
Well, I'm out of tune. Hold on. Let me do a quick tuning. Oh, here's the troublemaker. Is it flat or sharp? Tell me, ladies. Who's got the ear?
Flat.
Yeah. There it is. It was just that one note. So we got. As you hear, for me, it's high. Any male teacher is going to struggle with this range. I'm sure for you ladies, that's right in your range. So with junior rockers, you're going to have either a girl singing or a boy singing whose voice hasn't changed yet. 11-year-old boys will do fine with this range. If any male teachers are listening, if you have to sing it down an octave, sing it down an octave. What I'll do is I'll get the kids up singing high, and you can hear them straining. The minute I hear their voices are in the register, I then drop an octave. So I might go and get it to where I'm comfortable. Okay, so there's the melody, and I'll maybe try something like this. One is where we talk about the mood of the melody, and then we try to hone in on a word. Okay, so ladies, now you're students and I'm the teacher. How would you describe that melody? Does that melody sound happy? Does it sound really happy? Does it sound sad, or really sad, or a little bit of both? What do you think, happy or sad?
Happy.
Okay, think of a word. Okay, so Alicia, I said it right, didn't I?
Yep.
Alicia came up with the word happy, and now I want Evelina, I said it right?
Yes.
To feel included. So Evelina, can you think of a word that when you say it, it's a happy word? Like, now you can't use this word, but like the word sunshine, right? When you hear that word, it's a happy feeling. What's a word you can think of? Any word.
Yeah, rainbows.
Rainbows. Okay, great. Ladies, I want you, do you ladies both have like paper and pen? Okay, great. I want you each to come up with a short sentence with the word rainbow in it. Okay? Don't write your name on the paper.
Oh, hold on. Let me go get some more paper.
Okay, yeah.
She's taking notes digitally.
Oh, you're thinking of lyrics. I see that brain working.
Kind of.
Alicia, can you hear me?
No, I wasn't in the room.
But now you are, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so what I also like to do is I try to figure out, so you gave me the word rainbow. I'm going to place the word rainbow in the melody, and then you're going to have to write, oh wait, you froze up. There, you're back.
All right.
Okay, so I'm going to place the word rainbow in the melody, and I'm going to go bum ba da dum ba da da rainbow bum ba da dum bum. Now I want you ladies to write a sentence that's going to lead up to the word rainbow. Ba ba da bum. Hey, do you ladies know what a syllable is? How many syllables are in the word rainbow?
2.
Good. So you need to write some words that are going to lead up to the word rainbow, that, and these words can't have more than bum, ba, da, bum, 4 syllables total. Okay? So just come up with your sentence. You're going to end with the word rainbow. Keep it really short. This style of writing I would do with older kids, maybe 9-year-olds and up. I wouldn't do this with 7 and 8-year-olds. Okay, does anyone have a sentence yet? Bum, ba, da, dum, ba, da, da, rainbow. You got something?
I spotted a rainbow.
I spotted. How about, I love that. And watch what I'm going to do now, because now there's pressure on Evelina to come up with something. So I'm going to take the pressure out of the room by saying, what about I spotted colorful rainbows? What do you think of that? Do you
Yeah.
think that's good? Good. Now everybody, the fact that Evelina said, yeah, I like that. Now you feel like you're a part of the process. Even though you didn't come up with anything, you contributed with your vote, and now you're in. And some of the pressure is off of you now.
Right.
So, and I made the word rainbow plurals, rainbows. So it would work. So I'm going to write that down. I spotted colorful rain. Okay, now I'm going to start asking you questions. And I have an idea in my head where these lyrics could go, but what I'm going to try to do is manipulate you a little bit to get you there. Even if you don't get you, even if I don't get you to the storyline, you know, I want you both just to think in your head what the storyline could be. I've got mine, and let's see how, you know, if we match up. Okay, I'm going to ask you some questions. Okay, ladies, so when would you see it? Like when, I'm just curious, have either of you ever seen a rainbow before?
Yes.
And I'm just curious, like when did you see it? And where did you see it?
In the day, in the sky.
After the
You saw it in the sky after what?
rain.
Oh, so there it was raining outside, and then you saw the rainbow. So what if we say something about like the rain, like how that we saw it after? Like, do you guys want to, like, maybe it could be about like we saw it after a rainstorm, or after what's another word people use for like a rainstorm? Or another like word, or another type of weather condition. There's like
Hurricane.
a hurricane.
We're in Florida.
Yeah. So hurricane, thunderstorm. Have you ladies ever heard of a thunderstorm before? Okay, so maybe we could say something about that. So I just gave you a framework now to write in. So, and that was my storyline. And I manipulated you into that, you fell into that framework. So why don't you come up with, I spotted colorful rainbows, ba ba da bum bum. It has to be a very short sentence about, you know, like something about a rain shower, something about a hurricane. It could be about like after the hurricane or after the storm. Okay, raise your hand when you've got something. You've got 20 seconds. That pressure I'm applying is going to force you to just to throw down the first idea that comes to mind. Okay, what do you have? Let's hear. Even if it's incomplete, we can at least, work with it. I'm going to put you now, Evelina. What do you have?
I put after the storm.
Me too.
Okay, good. After the storm, beautiful. It works. Is it perfect? Is it poetic? Doesn't matter. It works. That's all I care about. After the storm. Okay, so the whole thing, and ladies, you can sing along if you want. Are either of you singers?
Yeah.
Okay, so sing along. You're going to be able to sing in the register. I'm going to try to go in falsetto. So we have, I spotted
colorful rainbow
after the storm. Now there's probably a delay, but good. It works, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now as the teacher, I have to ask myself, should we repeat? I spotted colorful rainbows. I'm going to form an opinion in my mind. Let's see. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. Hey, you know what? What else might you spot after a rainstorm? What are some other things? Let's just like for a moment think it's a really sunny day. Have you ever seen a really sunny day and you can still smell the water or the rain in the air, but the sun is out now and you see the rainbow? What's something else that you might see?
Birds.
Birds. Okay, beautiful. I spotted something about birds. What kind of birds might you see in Sarasota? Is there a certain type of bird that comes to mind? And I'm asking you that because the word birds is so short and it's not very descriptive. What's when you think of a beautiful Florida bird, what do you think of?
I don't know.
I just moved here. I don't know.
I think we have pretty birds, but maybe like a parrot or
Flamingo.
Flamingos.
Okay, then I spotted. Okay, flamingos, I love it. But here's the problem. We've got I spotted flamingos, but flamingos, we need either a one-syllable word or a two-syllable word. Bah, flamingos, what's a single word that you can think of that you can put before baby flamingos? I like it. And it's descriptive. I spotted baby flamingos. And it feels good to say, baby flamingos.
Okay.
I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. Do you think, we'll take a quick vote, should we repeat the phrase after the storm? Or should we come up with a new one? I'm going to model it for you. Tell me which you like better. This is repeating storm. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos after the storm. Does it sound like we're saying that after the storm too many times, or is it okay to have it there? What do you think?
I think it sounds okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's keep it. So that's our whole chorus. Now, my hunch is that later in the song, we're going to double up that chorus, and then it's going to become too redundant. Okay, hey. Hey, Choi, how are you?
Hi.
Hi. Okay.
I got a flu, but I want to.
Oh, no. And you're in Queens, correct?
Right.
We got Queens, New York, and Sarasota, Florida on the line. I would much rather be in Florida right now than in Queens.
Totally.
Okay, so what we've got so far is I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos after the storm. Let's leave it there. But when I guarantee you, if we start playing it, we're going to get that after the storm is going to become too redundant. We're going to keep it now. But I got in the back of my head the word born. We could always say something about, the flamingos being born, and we can get more mileage out of the chorus. But nonetheless, that took us how many minutes to come up with? Maybe less than 10 minutes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, we're ready to go in and play it now. And as the band director, I'm going to sing it. So Choi, just to review, what we did is I sang a melody. I'm going to review the whole process. I sang this. Bum, ba-da-dum, ba-da-dum, bum, bum. Bum, ba-da-dum, bum. And I asked the Sarasota ladies if they thought that melody sounded happy or sad. They said happy. I said, great, come up with a word that when you say it, it makes you feel happy. And someone came up with the word rainbow. And then we molded the rest of the lyrics to come up with, I spotted a colorful rainbow. I asked them some questions. And then we came up with after the storm. We decided to repeat, I spotted, and I said, let's pick something new to spot. And they came up with baby flamingos since they live in Florida. If we were thinking about Queens, we probably would talk about, I spotted a subway rat, and would not be as colorful and as appealing, but hey, that's New York. Okay, so now.
Pigeons.
Pigeons, yes.
Yeah.
That pigeons.
What do they say? Pigeons are rats that fly?
Super big.
Yes. I lived in Queens for a while, in Astoria. I know.
They did?
Oh, yeah.
So that's my next neighborhood.
All right.
Astoria.
Well, you live in the better neighborhood.
No, Astoria is better.
Okay, so now we're ready to play it, right? We're ready to go in. We're ready to play it. I'm going to sing it as the band director, but I am going to have everyone in the group during the songwriting sing, and I'm going to be listening to who can carry a tune well. Okay, so now we're, a few weeks in. We can play the whole song now. During the verse, there's no singing, but during the chorus, I step up to the mic with, I spotted colorful rainbows. And what do you think the title of the song should be?
Rainbows.
Right, something with the word rainbow in it. So we're no longer playing song 4. Say, hey, band, let's play, the rainbow song. And everyone, oh, what number is it? That's song 4. But now it's got some personality. Okay, now we're going to write the verse. And I do the same thing. I'm going to say, okay, ladies, I'm going to sing for you the verse. Okay? Here's what it sounds like. I got a review. Okay, so there's the melody. This is way too high for me, so I'm going to have to go down an octave. Bum, 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 ba-da-dum, bum. Bum, ba-da-da-dum, bum, ba-da-da-dum. Okay, there's the verse. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. I'm going to sing the chorus, what you guys wrote 3 weeks ago, and then I'm going to go into the verse melody to hear what it all sounds like. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos right after born. And then bum 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 ba-da-dum bum bum ba-da-da-dum bum ba-da-da-dum. So I'm just letting you hear it. I am going to come up with the starter lyric. So I'm going to say, I never. It's the first thing that came to my mind. All right, ladies, I want you to write a sentence. Oh, and Choi, do you have pen and paper by any chance? I know that one.
Sorry.
It's okay.
Sorry, guys.
That was an F major.
I'm sure it's a junk, spam call.
No, that wasn't an F major. I thought it was. Okay, come up with a sentence that I never is what I came up with. I'll sing it again. I never, ba-da-dum-bum. I want you to Say, I never, ba-da-ba-bum. The first thing that comes to mind, I never. Now let's think for a minute. It's raining. It was raining. The sun is out. We see a rainbow. We see a baby flamingo taking flight for the first time. And you utter the phrase, I never. Write down, finish that idea. I never, ba-da-da-bum. Joy, do you have something? I never. I mean,
Imagine that.
imagine that. Love it. It works. I don't know yet what it means, but it works. So let's all write down, I never imagine that. Okay. I never imagine that. Right. So ladies, what do you think we're talking about here? What is it that you're imagining? What is it that you can't believe that you're experiencing? I never imagined that what? Alicia, what's the first thing that comes to mind?
Baby flamingos in New York.
Ah, love it.
Yeah.
Never imagine that in New York City. What do you think of that?
Baby flamingo.
Well, we can't say flamingo now because we already said it in the chorus, and we don't want to bang people over the head with the word flamingo. It sounds to me like the verse is going to be about seeing a baby flamingo in New York City, and that you never imagined that you would see a beautiful rainbow and a flamingo in New York City. And I think that's a really good storyline. Is everyone cool with that?
Yeah.
Good. So I just got buy-in from everybody. If Alicia, was kind of shaking her head like, well, I don't know, and then you make an argument, okay, we see if, if it's valid. I never imagined that in New York City. Do you think that works, everybody?
Mm-hmm.
Good. We're going to have to build the story more, but now we've established the storyline a little bit. I never imagined that. So look at what's happening, and this is how I would do it with younger kids. Is that the only lyric that anyone has come up with in the verse is imagine that. I came up with the starter lyric. Choi chimed in with imagine that, and then I took pressure off of everybody by saying, in New York City, what do you think? Does that work or not? And I got 3 votes. Everyone now feels like they're a part of it. I never imagined that in New York City. Okay, so we notice how this new melody is repeating the melody before. I never imagined that in New York City. Do you feel like that ending lyric should rhyme with city? Yes, thank you for saying yes. It's really going to make it easy. Okay, I have a word in my mind already. I'm going to see if I can get you guys there. Okay, I never imagined that in New York City. So we're talking about this really beautiful scene, right? Of the rainbow and the flamingo. What word rhymes with city that's like really beautiful, really like just like a nice sight that you've never seen? What can you think of? What word rhymes with city?
Pretty.
Oh, who said that? Great. Even though I knew that you said it, I am always like, I'm going to boost your status and your feeling by saying, who said that? Now it's like, hey, all right here, big shot. I never imagined that in New York City. And you said the word pretty. Can someone come up with a short sentence? It's going to end with pretty. Da, 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 pretty. Come up with something. I've got one in the back of my mind if no one can come up with one, but let's see. I never imagined that in New York City. Da-na-na, pretty. Alicia, what do you got? And I picked you because the
I'm
last.
so sorry. I got nothing. I'm taking notes.
Anyone have something? Da-na-na, pretty. In New York City. Da-da-da, pretty. First thing that comes to mind, Choi.
I think I lost you guys. I'm just like trying to find where it is.
Oh, that's no excuse. You can't get out that way.
Okay, hold on a second.
What do you guys think of Something So Pretty? Does that work for you?
Oh, I found you. I found you.
Do you guys like that?
Rainbow pretty.
Well, we can't say rainbow because we already said it in the chorus.
Okay. Oh,
How about A Sight So Pretty?
what?
A Sight So Pretty.
A sight. Oh.
I never imagined that in New York City. Dun, it's so pretty. Or how about dun, it's so pretty. Bum, bum, 2 syllables. It can be 1 word or 2 words. Something so pretty, a sight so pretty, a
It
bird.
looks.
What's that?
It looks.
Okay, good. So I started giving you multiple choices. I came up with lyrics. I was just going to keep throwing them out until somebody said that one. But you said, it looks so pretty. That is enough right now for us to go back and play it. We don't have enough lyrics for that verse, but here's everything we got so far. I never imagined that in New York City, it looks so pretty. I never that in New York City, dun, dun, so pretty. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I never imagined that in New York City, it looks so pretty. There's enough now that a song is starting to come into focus. And if I were band directing, I would sing those lyrics from the verse and I'd mumble my way through the second part. You know, just to have it filled up. But let's say you guys are really getting into the songwriting business. So we're going to finish the verse. Okay, and I'm going to go back. I'm always shifting back between coming up with the story, kind of talking about the story, and then coming up with words. So it sounds to me, and tell me if you ladies agree. So I've taken pressure off of you by I'm setting up a yes or no question. It sounds to me, and tell me if you agree, that we're talking about somebody who is in New York City and they've seen something so beautiful that they've never seen before. What is it that they've seen? That they're seeing? They're seeing a rainbow and a baby flamingo flying around. What else could we talk about? I never imagined that in New York City it looks so pretty. Let's talk. What do you guys think about if we try to talk a little bit about what New York City typically looks like? Does that seem like a good way to go in our story?
Mm-hmm.
Yes? Okay, we're getting a no or a maybe. Because so far, let's pretend that we're painting. So far, we've painted a rainbow. What else have we painted?
Flamingo.
A flamingo. We have put the listener, we've planted them in New York City, but we haven't shown them what New York City typically looks like in the summer. So let's talk. Has anyone here ever been to New York before?
Subway.
Okay, so, the subway. They have a subway in New York. What's the subway? Let's talk about the subway. What's that?
Concrete jungle.
Ooh, that's a very strong word. So let's
Alicia
focus
Keys.
on that word, concrete jungle.
Alicia Keys.
You say Alicia Keys?
Yeah, she talks about that.
Alicia's on everyone's mind today. It's okay, concrete jungle. Oh, I know. So I'm gonna say, hey, can anyone come up with a sentence with the word concrete jungle in it? I'm not gonna give you concrete jungle or subway because that's gonna confuse you too much. You know, it's gonna, too many options. I'm gonna come up with an idea as well. What if we start off with the word concrete jungle? Concrete jungle, ba-da-dum. Do you like coming out with the word concrete jungle here? Concrete jungle, ba-da-bum. Does that work? Does it sound like that works with the melody? Good, I got 1 yes, I got 2, I'll take it. So now we have to finish that thought. Concrete jungle, ba-da-bum. 3 syllables. Finish that thought. Concrete jungle, dot, 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 dot. 4 syllables. Concrete jungle. Anyone have something? Concrete jungle, what?
Is super gross.
Is super gross. Great.
Oh my.
Concrete jungle, super. So I'm gonna say concrete jungles, super gross. Make it fit. Super concrete jungle, super gross. Jungles, super gross. Hey, what do you guys think if we say this? In New York City, it's not so pretty. So we brought back that line and we changed it because it's not pretty. So the whole thing would be this. I've never imagined that in New York City. It looks so pretty. Concrete jungle, super gross. In New York City, it's not so pretty. Does that work for you? I got 3 yeses. That's our whole song right there. In Junior Rockers, I typically use the same lyrics for the second verse. It makes it more memorable for the audience, and the kids have a better time memorizing it. If you've got pretty advanced kids, maybe you can then write a second verse lyric. I don't think I've ever done it. So, okay, here's the whole song. I've never imagined that in New York City, it looks so pretty. Concrete jungle, super gross. In New York City, it's not that pretty. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos after the storm. I never imagined that in New York City, it looks so pretty. A concrete jungle, super gross. It looks so pretty in New York City. It's not that pretty. I spotted colorful rainbows after the storm. I spotted baby flamingos. I guess it was born. And there it is, your whole song. Super easy. Round of applause to our songwriters here today. And we probably spent maybe 10, 15 minutes on each section. There's one lyric that bothers me in there. Can anyone guess? Is there any lyric that's bothering that? What's that?
Gross.
Yeah, it's just like, I think kids would like it. And what I would do is I would keep it in there, but during practice, I'd be thinking, how can I change that? You know, like, and then I would say, hey, you know, well, what if we said this? The only reason I don't like it is it's not consistent with the other language. All the language is very descriptive. I might say like,
Dirty.
yeah, I would say, you know, when you say the word gross, like, I don't really get a picture in my mind. Is there another word we could use that when we say it, we can see what we're talking about? The word dirty, I think, does a better job of that, but does the word dirty fit in there? And if it doesn't, okay, then what's another word that has only 1 syllable in it that when we say it, we can see what it looks like? But I think the word gross, it's not terrible, you know, but it's just something that I might be thinking about. So what I always say to myself is, look, these are the lyrics that we got today. They're not perfect, but I can always edit it later. And I'll do the singing for a while. And then I'll say, okay, and I love doing this, is I'll pull the kids aside and say, guys, let's make a video of everybody singing it. And I'll play guitar, I'll play piano. We make a video of it, send it to the office and put it out on social media of these 4 or 5 kids singing the song that they wrote. Now the kids, in their mind, they wrote the song, but we know in reality, they didn't write the melody and they had a lot of help with the lyrics, but what matters the most is that they feel like it's theirs. And then I get the band playing again, and now I'm going to try to get someone to sing. Let's say I'm going to ask little Susie, who plays keyboards, to sing lead. Well, Susie can't sing and play the keyboards at the same time. So I'll say, well, I'll tell you what, Susie, let's do this. When you don't sing, play. And then when you start singing, just play that E major chord at the beginning and let it hold out. And then that's it. You're done playing, but now you sing. And then after the chorus, the band's going to play a little bit, start playing the piano again, so that she can still, you know, kind of be a part of the band. And there's nothing wrong with pulling her away from the keyboards and have her just get up and sing. And typically what I'll do is I'll then have other kids maybe double Susie on the chorus, and I'll sing along with her potentially the whole time. As a male, it's going to be hard for me to hit that register. So I might get off the mic really far and sing in a falsetto just to push her in those right notes. And then I'll drop down to my octave. Any questions? So those are my two strategies. The two strategies being come up with a word, and then I place the word in the melody and then say, everybody write now around the word, or I start with a starter phrase. And I think I started with, what was it? I never imagined, I think. And then you guys ran from there. All right, is this helpful, just kind of getting a sense of some different writing strategies?
Oh yeah.
And it's this back and forth kind of going like, what word should we write? And what is the story about? What are we talking about? I tend to go, let's just throw some ideas out there. And then go, okay, what could we possibly be talking about? How can we build a story around this idea of sing a colorful rainbow? And then we build it from there.
I'm actually very anxious to see what my kids are going to come up with. I've got a very creative bunch. Their band name is the Clueless Green Chickens.
Most green chickens are clueless, the ones that I've met. All right, well, thank you so much for being on the call today, ladies.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.